That said, because I think your question was very timely and relevant. How many of you saw the article in the Daily News this morning about the Van Nuys Boulevard Corridor? Okay, so Metro, I tried to explain this briefly, but Metro has not yet initiated the public scoping process for either the Valley portion or the Sepulveda Pass portion of the north-south corridor, which we have been calling the 405 corridor. There was an interview by the Daily News with LA Deputy Mayor Jaime de la Vega, which talked about some of the potential bus alternatives for Van Nuys Boulevard or potentially Sepulveda Boulevard. What we had discussed at our meeting last month, for those of you who were here, is that our vision of the Transit Coalition is not of, little segments here and there, but actually a long-term plan that links the entire system together, kind of paralleling the 405 from the north end of the San Fernando Valley all the way down to Long Beach. And that can be done incrementally, but you're not planning it as separate, disjointed segments. You have a vision in mind as you roll it out. So what we want to do is we want to approach policymakers and stakeholders to let them know how much value we could create if we plan it that way, and how much frustration people are going to have sitting on the 405 for generations to come if we don't. So this is our challenge as transit advocates, because if we don't do it, no one else will. And we'll be in touch with you in terms of how you can make a difference. So for those of you, how many of you were not here at the meeting last month? If you can raise your hands. About half of you. We're going to pass around these maps so you can have a little nice souvenir from the meeting. But these maps, they're printed on nice stock. They're color copy maps, double-sided since we say paper. But they do cost money. So I'll make another pitch. If you can give us a tax-deductible contribution, it will help. Thank you so much. If you can give one of her a map. Yes, you will get a map. But we're not the kind of people who say you have to give us money to get a map. But if you give us money, it helps us give maps to everyone. So we would really appreciate that. If you need details on how to give us a contribution, please, by all means, ask Bart or myself. We'd be happy to explain it to you. But your money does help keep us going. I don't get an income from the Transit Coalition. I donate my time. Bart donates his time. The fellow who was taking notes here earlier, Carlos, he donates his time. We're not paid staff. We do this because we believe in it and because we understand this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity we have to transform Los Angeles.
So is this for Sepulveda or Van Nuys Boulevard?
Our vision, sure, I'd be happy to explain that. Our vision is Van Nuys Boulevard, but it could be Sepulveda Boulevard. This is a concept. The concept is the corridor. We think Van Nuys Boulevard is the optimal corridor, but Sepulveda Boulevard could be done as well.
I don't know if you guys have talked to them about how we can combine the two separate studies, because inevitably one's going to say busway is the best option, and under the pass, oh well, maybe light rail's the best option, but by the time since they're not on coordinated schedules, one's going to say one the other, and if you're going to have the forced transfer, then it's going to just kind of defeat the whole purpose of any of it.
And that is absolutely the critical point. Did everyone hear his comment? I'm going to repeat it succinctly. Basically, we are in danger if the two segments are studied separately. Because of the schedule of Measure R, the segment that comes first is the Valley segment, not the Sepulveda Pass segment. If Metro studies these separately, it might conclude that the Valley segment only justifies bus rapid transit. But if you looked at it as a corridor as a whole, you could justify the light rail. And so one of the things that we need to do is we need to push Metro and pushing Metro means pushing our elected officials to push Metro, to study the two segments together. And one way in which you can start getting involved with this is to go to our website, the transitcoalition.org. We have a bulletin board there with topics ranging from the Valley to Westside Rail Tunnel to the Exposition Line to TAP to the Downtown Regional Connector and the West Side Subway to bus service changes. Any and every topic, whether it's Metro, Metrolink, high-speed rail, you can participate, you can find out up-to-the-minute news of what's going on. This morning, Tony posted the information about the daily news article, so it's a great way to share your ideas, to get feedback, and to find out what's happening. So strongly encourage you to be there. And again, your tax-deductible contributions make those bulletin boards possible.
Okay, well, of course.